Dogs quiet, which is always fun too. Maybe, maybe not, but big waves out there. So happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. As always, super excited to be on here with you, beautiful people. And I'm going to ask you, turn on those cameras. I'd love to see your beautiful faces because then it's interactive, because I don't want to look at me. I want to look at you. So hopefully we'll get to see some faces on here. If you are willing to turn it on, we'd love to see it. But I'm going to share my screen. We're going to do some quick housekeeping items, and then we're going to get into the meat of this call. And I'll tell you, have a pen and paper, because I had the privilege of speaking with this lovely lady for a little bit earlier this evening, and she's doing some really big things in her business that we can all copy. So I'm excited to learn. So thank you for tuning in with us tonight. I meant to fix this slide. So just so you guys know, we've got all kinds of calls and things going on this week, but I wanted to let you know that Chalk Talk, we're going to wait for a minute. So that's on hold until after Orlando. So, you know, Orlando's coming up really quick. It's keeping everybody really, really busy. So I meant to put that little resume 9-1 on there over that as well. And I forgot. So, but Monday night, we've got our very own, oh, do I have it? Here we go. Mark Wilson. So our president is going to be on the New Age Live Monday night. So if you guys haven't been on there, or maybe you don't tune in every week, or, you know, whatever it may be, set your alarm for this week, because it's a big deal to be able to see Mark. I'm super excited. I haven't been able to see him speak in some time and cannot wait for that. And then the other thing that's pretty timely, we have 3 days left, as long as supplies last, of the buy one get one free, only in the US. I'm so sorry, Canada. You know, give me a call, maybe I can ship it to you. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But buy one get one free of the Restorix. I love this product. I'll tell you, absolutely stocked up on it, because it's something that you kind of always need. Like, you might not take it every single day, but next time you get a little bit of a tummy bug, take this, right? Next time you hit a plateau in your diet, take this. Next time you just want to ramp up your health, take this, because we all, you know, we live in a world that is full of toxins, whether we like it or not, right? We just do. And this helps it get all out of our system, and that's what we all want. So enjoy that, take advantage of that sale. And then now we're ready for the meat of the call. So we have a dear friend of mine, Buffy Wallen, joining us tonight. And she's got a phenomenal story of, you know, kind of pre-New Age. She's got a phenomenal story with us right here with New Age. And I just cannot wait to learn from her tonight. So Buffy, if you wouldn't mind, if you could unmute. Maybe. I'm still sweating, guys. Oh, there you are. Okay. Woohoo! All right, so you're not in the closet. Usually
Yes.
Buffy's in the closet. I'm glad she came out tonight, but it is fun when she's in there because we get to see all of her shoes. She has like 8 million pairs of shoes. We don't wear the same size. That's my only sadness. Otherwise, I would go shop in her closet. So Buffy, thank you so much for jumping on here tonight.
Well, you can tell that I'm in the garage. Y'all can see the dirty stuff, and I'm gonna blame it all on Billy. So that.
All right. Well, hey, I feel like we can have a messy garage because it's the men's fault.
Right.
So, you know, I'll make sure my house is clean, but if the garage is messy, I take no responsibility because I'm a lady.
How I feel about it too.
Well, perfect. Well, I was hoping you could kick us off with your story, your 2-minute story. Tell us who Buffy Wallen is.
2 minutes. Oh wow.
Well, you got the floor, so
I can go a half a minute, then I can go 10 minutes. I don't never know. Yes, Buffy Wallen. You know, I live in North Alabama. I say I live in Rogersville, but my address is Athens now, and I'm kind of across the river. Not really happy about it, but it's fine. I love it here, but I'm still just not in Lauderdale County. But with all that being said, I've got 5 kids. And I had the 2 boys, and 7 years later, I decided I wanted a little girl. And Billy wasn't really on board, but I wanted one, and he said, okay. So I got pregnant like I'm supposed to. 20, fast forward to the 20-week ultrasound, and they told me I was having triplets. So my little world changed quick. And so I drive a school bus. I was driving a school bus then, and we had this principal that was, I grew to love him, but he was the guy that waved us in and out every day.
Hold on, lady. You got muted. That's my fault. Can you unmute again? We were getting some background noise because I forgot to mute people before.
Okay. Can you hear me
There
now?
you are. All right. Keep going. Sorry about that.
So where was I at when you muted me?
So you said you're a school bus driver. You're still a school bus driver.
Yeah, still a school bus. I am a school bus driver, still there. But back when this industry opened up my world, I was the one that, if you ever hear Palmer say the story, I was the loud one in the crowd. I had 3 girls. All 5 of my kids played ball, but at his time, all 3 of them was at our school playing varsity ball. And I drove the bus around. He was the one that waved us in and out every day. And one of those mornings when I went around, he stepped up on that school bus. And the school bus steps is 3. I don't know how many. Y'all know that or not, but 3 of them. And he went on the big step. And he said, "If I had a way for you to make some extra money, would you listen to me?" And I said, "Yes, dummy. I've got triplets." And he just walked away. And I thought, well, I don't know what but anyway, so all that being said, about a couple of days later, we went over to a friend's house. Well, he called me. He said, "Let's meet up." And I said, I'm the best fundraising girl in Lauderdale County because I have 3. And I said, "And if you're wanting me to sell anything, they run from me, because when I'm selling T-shirts or mums or candles, whatever, they see 3. And they won't run." I said, "I'm not going to be good at this." And he said, "Hush, come and listen, and you'll make that decision." Well, in my book, he was still my boss, and I told him I would, so I did. And when he showed me the plan, I knew that I had to do something to keep doing what I'm doing, as in driving a school bus and going to all these ball games with these kids. I had to find another way of income to come in. And I go there to say is when he stepped up on that bus, he didn't realize that we was about 1 month away from bankruptcy. And that hits home, and that hits home to me now, because I don't never know who's there doing that, or maybe not even at that situation. They just need extra money. And like for me, I was thinking 3 prom dresses, 3 things of everything. So I knew I had to find another way. So I did, and I've done what he said. I mean, and it's changed my world. I mean, it's absolutely done. I've been coachable. I ain't liked it, and there's been many times that I've thrown the phone. I mean, listen, say, because he tells me to do something and I don't like it, but I do it, because I knew I needed another income. I needed it, but yet I did not want to go to work at another place because I'd be missing my kids' ball games or my whatever it may be coming. So, this industry is just, it works. I mean, I just don't understand why everybody don't see it my way, because it works. Because I feel like I'm working every time I walk into wherever I am,
Well,
So
I love your story. I love your story. And it's been, obviously I've known you for, going on 10 years now.
Yeah.
So or 11, goodness. So it's been fun to see. I watched you walk across the stage. I watched you get some big checks and do all of that, and watched you win Disney World and, fun things with those triplets. So it's fun to see, that lives absolutely are changed.
Yeah.
But there was a pause, right? So kind of tell us a little bit about, where did Buffy go?
Buffy went following college basketball with the girls. We done all of that stuff while they was in high school. And high school is pretty, I call it, we know where we're going every Tuesday and Thursday night, you know. But when it comes to the girls playing college ball, it really took a whirlwind of us. You know, we was here and there, and I did. I never quit, but I quit. I mean, it's like I just can't do it all. You know, I always loved my job, but I just stopped. Literally, just stopped doing what I was doing.
Well, it happens, right? Like, how many of us have had life get in our way, right? We know we want it. We know, I mean, obviously you benefited from it and you still got a paycheck, right? The whole time, probably not as big as some of the big ones that you received, but you still got paid. Your business kept growing, but not to the speed that you wanted. And so recently you picked up the phone, and tell me kind of what happened then.
Well, I think I was on a call, or maybe it took 2 or 3 calls that I was on with no video. I was just listening, you know, and I am lucky enough to live close to y'all. And I just picked up the phone because, I mean, Palmer, which I call him Palmer. I used to call him Mr. Palmer, but now it's just Palmer because he's like kind of not my boss anymore, but maybe he kind of is. But but I just called him and I said, hey, I'm back. You know, I did. I just said, I'm ready to do, I've got a million grandkids rolling in here. And I mean, it's like every 6 months we're having a kid. And it's like, not that any of that's coming out of my income, but it's Christmas, you know, and we was empty nesters. I feel like I've got everybody married off and just kind of got everything in its place. And I called him and I said, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this again. Tell me what I need to do.
I love it. So, okay. So you said I'm all in. And, you know, again, any of us can get derailed, but it takes courage to put your hand back up and say, I'm back, come help me, right? Come get me back on track. So I'm so glad that you had the courage to raise your hand and say, come on, people, get to work. Now, I think that Palmer, I don't call him that, but I think that Coach, that's how I'm like, that sounds weird coming out of my mouth. So I'm going to call him Coach. I think Coach would say you might be his boss. I don't know. But I've seen the two of you, you guys, if you ever have a chance to ride in the car with Buffy and Coach, you will die. Like, it's like brothers and sisters, and they like yammer at each other. It's fantastic. Highly recommend. 5 stars. But you made that call and you said, okay, get me back on track. And tell us a little bit, because you've gotten back on track. You're having a ton of success. I don't think a week goes by that we don't see a congratulations, Buffy, for new customers, new brand partners. Like, you are rocking and rolling. So what is Buffy Wallen doing that Andrea Rosser could do, or Melinda Stevens could do, or Linda could do, or Richard could do, or Cheryl could do, whatever? Alan, what are you doing that we can learn from?
Well, you know, like I say, I met with both of y'all and Palmer at different times. And, you know, we just come out, you know, I have it sitting here. I feel like I have this everywhere I go. He was laughing last night because I'll tell you that story in a minute. But I picked this up. I picked this one product up, you know, and both of y'all said that this was the deal. So, and I'll go back and say, that day that I met with him and said, I'm back in, he walked me out from the office and he goes in the back of his truck and he throws me this box. And it still had, like, you know, testing or whatever on it. And he's like, just take this. And I'm like, okay. You know, I mean, I do everything he tells me to do. And that's where it started. I've seen that what it was doing for me. To me, first and foremost, you got to get on the product in order to run your mouth, is the way I say it. But I took this one product, and you know, I seen the price of it and it kind of scared me. And then I started, I don't know, just kind of looking at everybody's or what they was doing, because, you know, they say, you know, you tend to do what other successful people do. And I just bought boxes It scared me to death because Palmer told me to buy a bunch of them, and it scared me, and I did. And then it's like I can't do this by the box, people, and I get it. I understand that people couldn't afford it or wasn't sure about it, so I just started doing this, putting them in bags, you know. And it's like I just go in and tell people this is what I'm doing. You know, you need a 5-day, which I really don't do the 5-day. I've backtracked and done a little 5-day, but I done 7 and 10, 7, 10,
Okay.
7, 10 in a box. That's kind of how I said it. You want 7. I don't really know where I got that from. It was just in my brain of you want 7-day trial, 10-day trial, or you want the box. Like that. And people doing it. People taking that little trial. They do this. I have a few that does a box, but this right here has changed the way my business has got.
I love it. I love it so much. So I'm going to share. So you have done a bunch of stuff. I know you talk to people obviously in person. You running around town, inviting people to your home, you send text messages, you have phone calls. But I know you've done some things on social media as well. So if it's okay with you, I wanted to play a video if I can share it. And then, because this is what I'm thinking, we all have contacts in our life, right? Like every single person on here knows somebody else, right? That's just kind of how this world works. They might not all be our best friend, but we have contacts. And we have a product now that people absolutely can benefit from very, very quickly. And Cheryl, you asked how much, just $5 a day. So the 7 would be 35, the 10 would be 50, add $5 if you have to ship it. So you charge whatever you want. I've seen people charge twice that. So it's completely up to you what you charge, but that's kind of what we've been doing out here, and just to kind of get people's foot in the door. But what I love about you, Buffy, is you're doing a variety of different things to pique people's interest, right? Because I'm looking around and I'm going, what do I say, right? Like, have you ever thought that? Like, I really want to tell people about this, but what do I say without throwing up all over them or oversharing or embarrassing myself in some crazy way, right? So I love what you've been doing. So is it okay if I share a couple videos of yours?
Sure.
Okay, guys, so bear with me here. Well, we're gonna start. I'm just starting with them. So, and I think I have to take my headset off because you won't be able to hear. I can't hear. Let me know, give me a thumbs up when you do this.
Hey guys, look what just come in the mail. I'm on my back porch. I couldn't even wait to get in the house before I opened it up. I ordered 3 or 4 extra boxes for my friends and family that wants to try this. This little deal right here, 30 minutes before bed for the last 3 months has changed my world. My hormones is better, my energy's better, my sleep's better. I dream. It's just, there's so many more things that it has done for me. And it ain't just for us girls, it's for the guys too. Hormones is really what I've seen the best in for me. Hormones had taken over my world, and I have taken my hormones back over this right here. You can ask Billy, I'm a little bit better to live with right now. But guys, I've got this. I've got some extra boxes. I can split these up for 5 days. I can put them in a baggie. I can, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, a month, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to start out with. I will meet you. I will come to your house if you live close to me. We'll ship them. I'll ship them to you. You can PayPal me the money. Just guys, don't let this pass you up, because it's absolutely changed my world. So let me know if I can help you, if I can send you some of these. Call me, PM me on Facebook, however you want to do it. Just let me know, because I promise you won't regret it. Bye.
Well, I love that, right? So it took some courage, right? It took some courage?
Oh wow, that was way out of my box. They wanted me, everybody suggested go live, go live. No, I'm gonna videotape myself and then I'll see how it looks. I'm not gonna go live on Facebook. So I'm still not done that. But that was very scary for me.
Well, I get it. So maybe guys, maybe a video is too much for you, right? I think you'll get great responses, right? Like Buffy's proven, you put a video out there, people that love you are going to watch it and they're going to get curious because, if we go back to what Dr. Crystal was saying when she kind of started doing all this, like we've got to make people curious. So you got to do that curiosity post. This is helping me. This is kind of how. Reach out to me, I can help you get it. But maybe you don't want to do a video. So I'm going to show you some of these that here's just some of the pictures that Buffy has posted and kind of what are you saying around these? So I just grabbed what you sent me. What are you saying around this that makes people go, well, I got to talk to Buffy?
Just at different points. A lot of these pictures I do send out to family and friends of, the one on the left or my left. I did post that, and another thing to do is not never reveal what you have, where that'll make them want to talk to you, like, what is it, and it's like, well, call me, or I'll meet you somewhere and tell you all about it. The middle one is just a friend that we had went on a golf cart ride, and another girlfriend was down there, and she's like, oh my God, get up here and let's make a picture. And that picture explains to me that I feel good. I feel good. A year ago, I would have never put that shirt on. A year ago, I would have never done it. Yeah, I feel like I've never been like overweight, but I have never felt the way I feel now with this product. So I'm posting it. And the other person is my friend.
And then we got some of these.
And then the family picture was it. I got a lot of comments because, like I say, we're talking like family now. It's like, darn, are you their mama? That's the biggest compliment you could ever get. And what are you doing? I feel like that I'm not old enough to be their mama in that picture, even though I have a darn 34-year-old, but they're 25. I feel good, guys, and that's that's just what's showing that this product is done,
Well, I absolutely love it. And I love that, that there's a variety of different things. So if you think about, I'm kind of thinking of what can Andrea Rosser do to generate curiosity? So I can do a video. Oh, you had another one that was really good. And I've actually done a similar one where you're just blending it, right? Where it's kind of a boring little video. Mine is, yours is cute. But like all I'm doing is like blending the Renew and I'm like, you guys want this. And I just kind of put some of the benefits, right? Tons of interest. I didn't even show my face. So if you're a little bit shy, right, then you don't want to necessarily put your face or all your stuff out there. You can do something like that. Post a picture of you and your family and just saying like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that I'm a mama of all of these 25-year-olds. I've got grandbabies and I feel as good as I do, right? Doesn't that make the people that aren't feeling 100% say, what in the world are you doing? Because I want that too. Shoot, I won't be posting a picture in a bikini. I won't be stuffing myself in a bikini, but like, I know that there's a way that I can show that I'm feeling good in my skin. And that's what it all comes down to. So, a picture with some friends that you talk about, like, look at, like, I'm so happy right now. A picture of you doing something that maybe is taking more energy than you're used to expending, right? You're like, I feel better than I have in years. I'm waking up with so much energy. I'm getting such great sleep. Like if you think about kind of reverse engineering, you read the box, which I'm like shocked. I looked around. I don't actually have a box within hand's reach. So this is kind of strange. So I'm a little lost right now. But if you flip that box over, it lists the benefits. So go on your social media or in your conversations and say, like, drop those benefits in your conversation, right? So
I cannot get over how thick my hair is getting or how quickly it's growing out. Or I have been sleeping like a husband. I like to say, I don't like to say I sleep like a baby because babies wake up, husbands are out, right? So I've been sleeping like a husband or whatever it may be. But look at those different benefits. I've got so much less pain, whatever it may be. And when you're talking to your neighbor and you hear, right, they're going to give us clues of what they need. Or when you're going on your social media, you can drop these hints and create so much business. And what I've seen in Buffy's organization is she's selling a lot of trials. Oh, I did not use the best picture. This was my favorite. Hold on. We might have to, I got to close all this down. You guys, where'd it go? No. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This is very important. Okay. I'm going to share this one because this is my favorite. So those little trials, right? So some of us might say, well, I don't want to sell trials, right? This is not like what we're doing has nothing really to do with the trials. It has to do with exposure. But who wouldn't want $140 in their pocket on a random Tuesday, right? Like, I think we'd all take a little bit. I mean, there's a take of gas, right? Like we all would want a little bit extra. So I just had to share that one because that was my favorite picture. I can't believe we didn't make it in my slideshow. But from that, then we've opened up that conversation. And now we get to go back to all those people with their 5-day trials, 7-day trials, 10-day trials, whatever it may be, and say, oh my goodness, tell me about your dreams. Like, have you had some crazy dreams? Because if they're taking it, they are going to have that first step. They're going to start having those crazy dreams. And you can say, that's how I know you're sleeping, right? And then like, are you ready to get some more? Do you want to benefit from it even more? And at that point, they're already feeling something and they're going to say, well, yeah, I want some more. And you're like, okay, well, listen, I can help you place an order. You can get it directly from the company. They'll ship it right to you. And then you can talk about, obviously you're benefiting from it. You want to get a discount? And I don't know anybody that says, no, I want to pay full price. Like, please don't give me a discount. So then you sign them up for Subscribe and Save, and they've got 15% off. But then even more importantly, right? Even more importantly, in my opinion, in our world today, we can drop the 2%, right? Add that 2% to every conversation to be like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling great. And it's helping me make some extra money. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling great, but I just got gas money. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling great. And so many people want what we have, right? And you plant that seed so that when you do go back and say, how their dreams going? How many times did you get up last night? That it was less than you were getting up this time last week, right? Like whatever you want to say to them, right? Those are typically the two fastest things that people see. And they decide they order more, then you say, would you like to get paid on it too? And that's when you can turn them into a brand partner. So, it starts with this little 5-day trial or however long you're doing, and it turns into people to go build a business with. So Buffy, I think you are doing an incredible job. It's been fun to watch. Like, because you took like little, we didn't lay that all out for you. Right? We said, share these trials, and then you rocked it, right? Like you went and you definitely took it to the next level. So super proud of you. Is there anything that you would tell us as we close this down tonight?
Well, we were going in, I wanted to share this with everybody. I just dropped it. Like we got out to go out to eat last night, and I don't ever take my purse in. So I reached back and I started throwing stuff in my purse, and Billy said, come on, what are you doing? And I said, I won't go. This right here, I dug this out of my purse. I won't go nowhere without that, because don't ever not have this, because they may want it all. And it comes to being, they're going to split it with their husbands. You know what I'm saying? But I don't go nowhere without this. Anywhere. I went to a football game Friday night. This was on me. I didn't waiting on somebody to say something or waiting on that conversation to come. And And guys, it does, and I know all of you on the call knows, and you've read about it. But when you watch your friends on Facebook, a lot of the stuff that they're selling is about weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. And I'm not knocking it by no means. But this right here does what we all need. I mean, I'm not saying we need to not lose weight, but this has got more in it, and it's for men also. So that's that. Just because your friend is selling something that's making them lose weight, don't not say something about your hormones or your whatever, that whatever you see that she's struggling with, catch it with this, because I found that out. I thought, oh, she won't do it, she's doing this. And they're questioning me of why I'm in a bikini top. It's like, well, I don't have to lose weight, but it's the muscle mass that I'm proud of. But I don't say that, but your product don't do that. Your product wants me to lose weight. I don't need that. So don't not think that they need something also. We got this right here is gold. I'm telling you, it's gold. It's gold. And when everybody, maybe they won't buy, but you've got to drift on everybody, because I promise you, they're watching you. They're watching every minute. When I can walk in down there at wherever we're at, I've seen the video, and I'm like, yeah, that was pretty goofy, wasn't it? Just kind of just go with that. But guess what? They've seen it. So they're watching. So that's what I do. I go out and mingle. I do. I talk to everybody, which I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
No, I can't see you as being shy, Buffy. I don't think so. So I love that, because that is true. Like, there are people all over social media. You do see a lot of weight loss. And sometimes we can think, oh, they're doing something else, so I can't talk to them about what I'm doing. But there's no conflict, right? Like, this is not a competitor for, the pudding or whatever it is that we see all over Facebook right now. This is something that everybody can benefit from, whether or not they need to lose weight. And it's long-term, right? I love that, the problem with weight loss is if it works, people tend to drift off, right? And if it doesn't work for them, well, then they're going to stop, using it then. So I love this. It's something people can feel. It's not necessarily tied to that, but they're going to feel better. They're going to move more, right? And they're probably going to benefit in, the muscle and all kinds of different ways. So definitely can benefit everyone. And I had one other thought, but I lost it. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was great. So Buffy, you look amazing. Your business is doing amazing. Super proud of you. Oh, here's what it was. So sometimes, and we talked about this earlier, and then we'll shush and we'll let everybody go to bed, right? But the last thing I want to say is sometimes we can get really caught up in our other products. Like, I don't know if you guys are guilty of this, but I can sometimes not want to just share one, because I want everybody to benefit from everything, right? I'm like, ooh, this can help with that. This can help with that. This can help with that. But what I love about this is it gets them through the door. And you shared a story about, you were talking about somebody that had bought a trial. And well, actually two, it was good. So you got two people that bought a trial, one that took it and was feeling great, the other one that hadn't started it yet. But was like, oh goodness. And another person kind of walked up and said, oh, you're worn out. I've got something for you. And so tell us, I kind of told it for you. I just did a Palmer on you right there, where I said, tell your story. And then I told it for you. Sorry. But tell us a little bit about what happened there and how you got a whole different sale out of it.
Well, yeah, I can, it just kind of, it just happened. We was in service on Monday. Before I left for in service, we have to go to Florence. And I had texted this bus driver, which is on the other end of the county, about my product off and on. And I just texted him and I said, I'm bringing trial packets for you today. Make sure you've got cash money. I kind of went forward to that, thinking, oh, she's like, oh, thanks, I forgot. Yes, I'll have your money. With all that being said, she's like, oh, just bring me a box. Being so I had to run to Palmer's office right quick to get a box because I didn't have a whole box. But I sold her a box because her husband was taking it. It ain't just for her. When I brought the box in, her friend was sitting right beside her, and I said, "So do you want 5 or 10?" And she said, "I guess I'll take 5." So the next day we have the in-service again, getting ready to go back to school. And as they walked in, I got there first or before they did, and I just pointed at her and I said, how did last night go? Because she had just, it was just yesterday. And she says, "Well, I don't know if I could tell anything, but I did take it." Well, the other girl was right behind her, and I pointed at her, and I didn't take it last night. I didn't start it last night. I said, "Okay, well, they'll get it whenever can." So we took a break, and they walked by me, and they're like, "Well," the one girl said, "I wish that I would have taken it because I am about to die now." Because when you're in class, you're bored to death. And she goes, "I am about to die now." And I said, "Hold up." So somebody else that's in my business was in the meeting. So he had Rejuvenex, which is another product. And I said, "Go get me some." So I handed them Rejuvenex, and it just spiraled. And no, I don't recommend ever doing that, but it just happened. And now the one that bought this and is loving this is now got her box of Rejuvenex. And she said today that she was going to, look for more because she's got grandkids and she's looking at those vitamins, but I never mentioned it. I did that day, but it's because and they're like, "Ooh, we like that," so, but so that's kind of how it does. I don't ever say anything about the other products, only this. And then when they open up their ow, it's like, whoa, so much
Right.
stuff there.
Right. Well, I love that. That was perfect. And I think it can be hard to keep our mouth shut because we have so much. But our goal, let's just let them get in the door and then they can go shop for whatever else they want once we've got them in and benefiting. So Buffy, thank you. Greatly appreciate you and congratulations for everything you're doing. Will I see you in 2 weeks?
Well,
Can't wait. Can't wait. So guys, I hope you all are going to be in Orlando with us. If you don't have your ticket yet, it's not too late. Get there, but it's getting close. So hurry up. But love you guys. Hope you have a great night. We'll see you all week on the Coach's Corner. Thank you, Buffy.
Love you all.
Great job,
Thank you,
Buffy.
Buffy. Thank you.
Good job,
Thank
Buffy.
you.
Andrea.
Great.
Great.